Hey, beautiful family. So you probably wondered what in the world am I doing on here so late? Well, actually, I had just gotten off of work, and as you can see, I look like a drowned rat. I had just gotten out of the shower. So what this video is basically going to be about is first and foremost, I have been asked so many times, how am I doing? Am I doing better and stuff? And just as I had mentioned at the beginning of the last video I uploaded, I am gradually getting better. Um, every day that passes, I am definitely getting better. And thank you so much to everyone for all your concerns and stuff. Thank you. And thank you all for your prayers. I mean, honestly, it's amazing. Um, and I also wanted to kind of, because I know I talked before about um, having spiritual attacks, demonic attacks coming at me and stuff. And while it's fresh in my mind, I wanted to go ahead and make this video and kind of further extend on that to let you all know some other things that's been going on. As y'all know, if you've been following my story very long and watching the videos, you know I had recently started a new job. Um, this is my third week, my third week. Um, but uh, thus far, I have had, especially last week, I got so many compliments. Just real, basically the businesses are very happy. Um, I, at what I am providing for them, what I'm doing for them. In case you don't know, I clean buildings. I have 4 buildings I clean. Thus far, heard I have heard either personally or I've heard through my boss um, that from the 3 out of the 4 businesses that I am doing a very good job, and they are so pleased with me. Um, and one particular business that I have heard, the main guy he is so picky with the cleaners. Um, thus far, I haven't had, by the grace of God, have not had any complaints yet from him. Um, and he seems to be pretty happy with me. So that is a plus. He hasn't necessarily said I've done a good job, but no complaints. I'll take that. So, with all that said, this, believe it or not, this does have to do with what I was going to start to talk about. Um, I have had, basically good reports and stuff. So I'm doing pretty good at my job, and I'm very happy about that. I am a hard worker, and I do take pride in the job I'm doing, no matter what it is. I want to do a good job because we should be working as though we're working for the Lord, right? So that's what I do. I try to take my job seriously no matter what it is. And cleaning is, believe it or not, that is a very tough job. I think cleaning is just as tough of a job as it can be just as tough of a job as looking after children, like at a daycare or a teacher or anything of the sort. So, anyways, kind of drifting off a little bit, but anyways, so I've been very pleased with to hear that. Of course, my bosses and stuff. But this week has been a little different. I haven't had any complaints, nothing like that. Everything been running really smoothly. I've been getting out of the buildings early and whatnot. Well, this week is a completely different story. Of course, I've got the UTI I've been dealing with. I've had problems with, and you'll have to forgive me. I got a headache. And Monday, I was feeling pretty rough Monday. as you can tell from the video I made, I was really feeling it, and I did not, I can't afford to call into work. So, my mom, God love her, love her, love her, love her. She actually said she'd help me um, to clean the buildings that I had. I only had three of the buildings Monday. So she basically got the restrooms for me, and that helped so much. And I was so, so grateful. And we kind of went through the buildings fairly quickly. And yesterday, last night, it's like whatever could happen, whatever could have happened and gone wrong did go wrong and happen. I mean, it was crazy. Monday, my mom was a witness on some of this. She saw it with her own eyes. Monday, all the buildings had the bags that they needed. Was pretty stocked. I mean, yeah, I did kind of need to order, but you know, pretty well stocked. Decently, anyways. It definitely would have gotten me through a few days. Um, and yesterday, last night, when I did two of those same three buildings, I noticed I'm out of bags. So, well, some of the bags I'm completely out of. Other of the bags that I desperately need, I am really low on. And it's like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? Am I crazy? Am I going nuts? Um, no, I take that back. It was just one of the buildings because tonight I saw the other building because that particular building only do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Um, so tonight I'm like, what is going on? And uh, it was, I don't want to say it was funny, but I had pulled out the bag, what was supposed to be a large bag to fit in the huge um, garbage barrel that I push around. It was I pulled out that same roll because it's inside the garbage can. I pulled one out and it happened to be medium, but Monday it was large. Tonight it was medium bag. And it was just really strange. It was just like, what, that don't even make sense. In a medium bag, it won't even fit around that barrel. It barely fits halfway around. And these are just so much smaller. There's a huge difference between the two. So me and my mom would have definitely noticed. And I called my mom. I'm like, okay, mom, I know I'm not crazy. I know I'm not nuts. I said, but wasn't there large bags here? We put a large bag in. She said, yeah. She said, there wasn't a whole lot. I said, yeah, I understand that. I said, but wasn't there large bags? She said, yeah, there was. And I said, I pulled them out of the barrel, right? She said, yeah. I said, I unrolled it out of the roll, right? She said, yes. I said, Mom, that same roll is now medium. And she was dumbfounded, completely dumbfounded. So it's stuff like that. It's supplies like going missing or being switched out. I have been hearing so many more noises, which that could be contributed for the simple fact I've been asking for my all my senses to be heightened. Very well could be. But I think in some of these cases, it's where the enemy is trying to attack me, is trying to get to me. Um, and there are other situations where, like for instance, tonight, um, in one of the big buildings that I did, as I was pulling around, and I got towards the front, like the front doors, and I got at the front doors, and I started to pass in my car, I saw a dark figure walking past the doors on the inside. There is nobody there. Nobody. I've been hearing so many things. I've been seeing so many things. And of course, it could be because like I said, I heightened. I asked God to heighten my senses with the spiritual realm. And I do understand that. But like I said, some of this is intimidation tactic from the enemy to try to attack me, to try to get to me, to try to knock me off my game. And other areas too is I've been oddly like clumsy. I've been clumsy in the way that I've been like making messes. I've been making more messes than I should have, than I should be. It's been taking me longer in the buildings. Like last night and tonight has taken me longer in the buildings than it had ever had since I started the buildings. Um, Tonight, when I started heading to my first building to clean, I almost got into two wrecks. Um, and it's just a constant. Me rebuking them coming at me rebuking them coming at me. And mind you, I am playing like worship music and stuff like that. I'm doing all this stuff. I know I'm protected. I'm not scared of them. Of course, something will happen and I might jump or whatever, but um, things are happening. And last night, I even heard, and I told my mom, I said, "You probably think I'm nuts, but I know what I heard." I said, "Mom, I'm not going nuts." Um, I heard in one of the locked doors in the big building I clean, there was a drill. I heard a drill. I mean, it's obvious what a drill sounds like. I know what a drill sounds like. I heard the sound of a drill go off and then it stopped. And then in that same building, I had last night I had vacuumed. I last night Tuesdays are my vacuum nights for that building and the other one I hit 5 days a week and I just vacuum the entire building. The floors I do anyways. So I was getting that out of the way, vacuuming it really good and getting it looking tip top. And I vacuumed the biggest side because it's like split. And I vacuumed the biggest side and then got done with that and I started hitting the entrances and the exits and I hit the front side, got that done. Then I went over to the back side and I plugged it in. The plug-in I always plug it in at, and uh, I got ready to go and I turned it on. It turned on, everything was fine, and I started to vacuum. Everything was fine, nothing wrong with it. And all of a sudden, it shut off. The vacuum completely shut off. Um, but it was still on, like the button was on switch. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I thought maybe it came unplugged somewhere because it has extension cords and stuff. I checked everything. I checked the outlet. I checked everything. Everything was fine. So I went ahead and I switched outlets. And I'm like, maybe something happened with the outlet. Nope, still wasn't working. So I ended up having to let my boss know. So he was supposed to check it today. Well, I can tell by the way I wrapped. The cord was still wrapped because that's how I wrap it. That he hadn't gotten around doing it. And I'm like, well, I'll just check it tonight. And if it doesn't start, I can't use it because there's two vacuums there. And the smaller one for the stairs, it just kept spitting things out. So he was supposed to check that one as well because I tried to use that one, but it was spitting out more normal. So I checked it today and it fired up like nothing ever happened. I even put it in the same plug-in area that I had it last night and it worked. It's stuff like that. The enemy is trying to knock me off my game. The enemy is trying to get me to look bad at my job. The enemy is trying to make me look crazy. The enemy is trying to get me to look to be down and knock me off my game. Why would he try to do that? Why would he sit there and try to affect me so much at my job? And first of all, he hates me. Why? Because I'm God's child. I'm Yahweh's daughter. Um, and also because he doesn't want me happy. He doesn't want me doing good and getting good, good thumbs up what I'm doing. But most of all, he's trying to get, if he can get me at that area and get me trying to be affected and preoccupied, maybe he can get my mind off the fact that I've been fasting and knock me off my game there and why I'm fasting. But it's not going to work. It is not going to work whatsoever because I am so determined. The more he does it, the more determined I become. I am going to finish this fast. I'm going to finish it. The determination is incredible because I know the more he comes at me, I know the more important it is for me to finish this fast, and the more important and crucial it is that I have as many prayers as possible. And I understand, that so many of us are undergoing spiritual attacks. Please know I am praying for each and every one of you. And you may be asking, well, why are you seemingly more important, or why do you think you're more important than anyone else? First of all, I don't think I'm more important than anyone. I'm just doing this because um, about because I am on a 40-day fast, and about 2 weeks into my fast, which a 40-day fast is about 6 weeks. It's about 2 weeks into my fast. Um, God had laid it upon me really strongly that about it's going to be at midway of the fast, mid to the very end of this fast, I'm going to be attacked so much, so much. And the closer to the end, the more I'm going to be attacked. And I'm going to need prayers. I'm going to be needing to ask people for prayers. So that is why I'm asking. It is so important. So I'm just being obedient to him because apparently I'm going to need covering. I'm going to need so much covering right now. And I'm doing fasting for numerous reasons, but the main reason, one of the main reasons, as I previously mentioned before, is for my children to be saved and delivered. So it is a struggle. It is a battle. Um, and please know, anyone who's undergoing any spiritual attack, any demonic attack, please know you are not alone. And I know how irritating, frustrating, annoying it can be. And I know it can be fearful, but we need to always remember that we're not given a spirit of fear, but a spirit of love, power, and a sound mind. So I'm not going to drag on because I want to get my butt to bed. But I just wanted to make this video and just let y'all know, give you a little more insight of what I was talking about. And there's just a lot of like really weird things going on. And I've been telling my mom all this stuff too. And every time stuff happens, and she's just completely blown away. And she's been watching it. She's and the Almighty keeps like all day today. He kept placing the date October 30th on her mind over and over and over, and she's like, I couldn't figure out. Then I remembered that's the last day of your fast. I said yes. So I'm telling you, it's going to get done. It's going to get done. Victory. There will be victory with this. So as always, thank you so much for taking the time out to watch little old me and listen. And I really, really appreciate it. So remember, pray about everything. Pray, pray, pray. Prayer is so, so crucial. And please know, I do appreciate all your prayers. I really, really do. And until next time, much love. God bless.